Jason here. Today is January 22nd, and this is your aftermarket update. So it was a eventful day here at the Oil Trading Group. There were numerous fundamental reports and activity that came out today. We had the European Central Bank when we logged in this morning. There was discussion on the interest rates being set by the European Central Bank. Mario Draghi spoke about the quantitative easing policy to be set by the European Central Bank. And then we had the crude oil inventory report. And by all accounts, it was a dramatic build in inventory. I believe that they were looking for a 2.1 million build in inventory, and we came in around 10.1 million barrels of build, which, again, those are very bearish numbers. As we approached the session today, one of the things that we talked about in the trading room was that we had a level down around this 45.89. And so, again, if you look here, here is the pit open right around this time here. We were trading at settlement up here around the 47.78 level. And what we had talked about in the trading room is that we were looking to try to get down to this 45.89 level here on your chart. That is a support level that we talked about. And we also talked about the fact that that would be an area where you would want to look to potentially get long if we got down to that area. All right, so what we did is we talked about this in the room. I was going to be a little bit cautious with the trades that I took today, given the state of the market and where we were in relationship to all of this activity that was on the agenda. Again, the European Central Bank announcements and the crude oil inventory report. I ended up taking 7 trades on the day, finished up on the day 126 ticks. You're going to see a flurry of activity right here, right around the European session close. I've expanded this chart, and I'll close it up, and we'll remove the drawing objects, and I'll close it up, and I'll make it look like a normal chart here in just a minute. But what I wanted to point your attention to is this area right here where I ended up taking the bulk of the trade, right? This 850 this morning, we took a trade. Then I got in for the second trade around 925. And then I had a flurry of activity, 1020, 1025. You get the idea, right? Right in a row, I had the biggest bulk of trade. And what we were looking for is the market to come down to the 45.90 level. So again, if you examine these trades here one at a time, 77 was the entry, one target off at 10 ticks at 67, another target off again at 57, and then the final target off at 50. So right there was 43 ticks cumulative total on that particular trade. Trade number 2 here, we entered at 30. We took one off at 20. We had a target down here at 93. So that was 10 and 37 is 47 ticks. And we came back and took this out at break even plus 1 back up here at 29. It was at this point that we then we waited a little bit of time through the inventory report, and we began to we thought we were fairly confident that we were going to come down to the 45.90 level. So trade number 3, we got 10 ticks on 1 and break even on 2. I re-entered again at 53. This was the only losing trade of the day. I took a 9-tick stop at 62. There's 53, and you could see that those 3 went out at 9 ticks at 62. By the way, that was to the tick on my stop. My stop was there at 62, and that was to the tick. I re-entered at 54. We took one target off at 44. Then I got taken out at break even. And then I re-entered at 33 again. And then we hit target 1 at 23. We took 2 out at break even. I entered again at 38. And we took 1 out at 28. And then we took another one out there at 28. It was at that point, like I said, I was up 126 ticks. We were at just around noon Eastern time, 11 a.m. Central time. And again, we were up significantly Spent about 10 ticks on commission, and we were up 126 ticks. Again, the reason that we were there and what I was looking for is this move down to 45.89. And if you were in the room today, what I told you was that would be an excellent place for a first-time touch long, and said that that would be a very nice place to get in. 12-tick stop and, targets up above. Well, as the market, and I'm going to go ahead and make this chart look more normal here for us. We're going to go here. Give me just a second, guys. We're going to make this chart look a bit more normal relative to what you see generally in here. And we're going to turn all of these off. And I'm going to take the drawing tools off here as well. Sorry, guys. Just want to make this chart look a little bit more used to, a little bit more of what you're accustomed to seeing. Okay. So we bring this chart in here like this, and we're going to turn on these levels here, and then I want you to see where it is that we bottomed out here today. We were looking at that 45.89 level as a target, 45.90. We came all the way down to 45.87. So this is the area of trade where we had all of that activity. The market did end up bouncing right back to your daily structure signal here at 29, and before it came all the way back down here to 45.87 is the low. We were at 45.89, and then from there it bounced. We said that would be an excellent place to get long. You would have put up with 2 ticks of heat, and it bounced all the way up to 46.83. So 45.87 up to 46.83, almost 100 ticks on the bounce up off of that level. So again, that was the area that we said would be an excellent spot to get long, and it was. So again, I'm going to let you go through and listen to the trades of the day here. We'll play all of those trades in their entirety here today. So we're going to have the first couple of trades, and then the last group of trades will be all bunched in together. So again, very good day here. Would have spent about 10 ticks on commission and up 126 ticks on the day. So again, very good day here at the Oil Trading Group. And so without further ado, let you listen to the OTG trades of the day. I'm in at 77. We're going to go first target 67, 57, and then look for 23. And my stop here is 94. Come on, 72, 71. Got down to 69, 68. Let's go hit 67. 10 ticks. Let's go. Come on, don't stop now. Trailing stop is break even here. Come on, go ahead and finish the move here. All right, there you go. First target hit. Next target 57. Stop is break even here. And we're going back to 23. Looks like we're going back to 23 here. I think. That's what my expectation level is. So we got 10 on 1 there. Should have picked it up at 90, but whatever. This is fine. Got to get through 63, 62 here. 57 is target number 2. You could actually be more aggressive today, but I'm not going to be right now. I'm going to feel good about taking what we can get here. 62, 61, there's 58, 57. There's target number 2. Stop is break even. We're going to 23 here. Okay, there's down to 56.55. Going to go ahead and bring the trailing stop down just a bit here to break even plus 5 to 72. And we're looking to target down there to 23 and deeper, actually. I'm not going to, I said 23, I meant, 23. So I was long from 23 earlier. We wrote it up to that 90. So this is what I was telling you. This is the way these levels work here. We went center point to 90. That's the next area. That's why I was not getting short, by the way, Jay, again, to answer your question. At 78. I was going to wait for this 90, but I was really waiting for 09. Well, once I got confirmation from the volume and the price action that 90 was going to hold, and we got down through 78, the settlement, then I put it on here. So I'm plus 10 on one and plus 20 on the other, and then I'm break even plus 5, and now we're looking to get down to 23. I am fully expecting a breakthrough 23, and then I'm going to add to this position down below it. I'm expecting us to get down to 23, and then we'll see what happens once we do, right? So trailing stop here is going to be 10 ticks to 67. 10 ticks to 67. Just going to put some pennies in our pocket here today, if it lets us. Not a day to fool around with it, to be completely candid with you. Not a day to press the advantage until we get through some of these levels down below us. So if you drag this 23 up to the swing high up here, 44 is your 70.5. Did we hit 44? We got to 46. The mini 70.5 is here at the 44 level. We got fairly close. So we may bounce now back up off of this. So 72 now is my trailing stop here, 72. Break even plus 5. Point of control here at 60. Point of control here at 60. I would still be interested in a short at 48.09 if this ends up taking me out up here. Now, because you know what? I'm going to go break even minus 4 here to 81. We may have to come into settlement first. We may have to come into settlement again to check that first before we come down again further. So we're going to do that. 81 is my stop. So I will be plus 10 on one for $100, plus 20 on the other for $200, and minus 4 on the final one if it comes up and takes me out. That's the worst case scenario. So 300 minus 40 would be 260. A winning trade before commissions, a winning trade after commissions. So I'm expecting us to pull back into the 23 level here. At this point, we can go ahead and bring this back to 72. Because now, if it comes down this deep, and then, so it came down this deep once, then retraces. If it doesn't make it through this area, it will likely push up through settlement back up to test that 90 level, and so I'll just be out at break even plus 5. And you've got a bottom down here. We've got to get through 44. Remember, that's where your 70.5 is. There's 45, 44. Expecting us to get to 23 on the downside here. We did hit the 70.5 there at 44, 43. So that target you were asking about, Ken, was just struck on the ES. On your market maker levels. And we need to get through 40. There we go. There's 42, 41. All right, 23. We're going to look to test the low down there at 10. All right, let's go ahead and bring this to break even plus 15 to 62 on the trailing stop. Break even plus 15 to 62 on the trailing stop. I'm going to add one back to this at new low down there at 09, but it may be sooner than that. I'm just going to park the placeholder down there at 09, but it may get sooner than that when I add. I may add on a break of that 23 sooner than that. We'll see. And we need to break through the 40. The ETH session open price today on crude is right here at 47.34, and we've been down to 40, so I'd like to see us come down to that 34. I'm break even plus 15 here on the trailing stop. Like to see us break through 40 here. Not really hitting the bid very aggressively there at 40, but I think we'll make it through. There's 43 now on the bid at 40. 103 on the bid at 41. This thing should make it through 40. 158 now on the bid at 40. 113 last time down through it. We should make it through here right now. There it is. All right, 23 is the targeting area down here. And we're going to tighten this stop up to break even. Okay, we just got down to 39.38. I'm going to go break even plus 20 to 57 now on the trailing stop. Break even plus 20. And then I'm going to look to add down there at 10 if we make it that deep. There's the ETH session price. We just tagged into it at 35.34. So I'm fully expecting a move back to 23 here. And we are only 10 ticks away from that at this point. Let's go ahead and bring this trailing stop now down to 52. Break even plus 25 to 52. And we got down to 30, which is, again, 29. That's your daily structure signal again. But we've already negated the first-time touch of that level, so it's just acting as support now. It's just behaving as support, and I fully expect us to get through it here. We may do a one-bar retrace, by the way, up into 64 to 30 is 34, 17, 10, 54, and 7 is 47. We may do a one-bar retrace up to 47 here. Trailing stop is 52, break even plus 25 to 52. Again, we need to get down through 29. We should go tag 23. We should go tag the 23 level here. Who's riding along with me, just out of curiosity? Anybody sticking around? Good day for you, Derek, right? You hit that first one that I got hit, but no fill, and I think you're in this one. Good. Good, Ken. Awesome, dude. And by the way, it's good to see you as always. Okay, we got down to 32. We should push through this here. And I said 34 was the ETH open. It's right here at 35. So that, again, I fully expect to rotate around this now for some time. Fully expecting that now. 6 to 8 minutes, 6 to 8 5-minute candles rather is the expectation level once you rotate around this. And so it may look like you're about to break out underneath it and then come back, and then it may look like you're about to break out above it and then come back. And that's the behavior pattern of the ETH session open once it's touched after. Okay, there's 27, 26. We're coming down to 23. I'd like to see us close below that 29. There's 18, 19, 18 here. I'm looking to add one down there at the 09 level. I'm going to bring this trailing stop here to break even plus 30 now to 47. Actually, we're going to go 42 on the trailing stop. Break even plus whatever, 30, 35. Break even plus 35. There's 23 now. That was ended up being the target there. Make that trailing stop 47 here. Break even plus 30. I'm having some ninja issues again. This is awesome. It's just dragging around a little bit here. 47. Break even plus 30 to 47. We did come down to 23. We came down as deep as 17. New candle out here in 220. I expect us to come back down through. We still have not closed below 29. That's what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for a close below 29 is what I'm looking for here now. There's 29, 28. Down below us, your target is 46.50, 46.50, 46.40. Yeah, 46.50 is the target down below us here. I'm going to add one at 09. 46.50 is your target down below. Trailing stop is 30 ticks to 47. Actually, Jeff, the inventory is in 1 hour. Top of the next hour. But thank you. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. This is part of the dance. So it's going to look like it's going to break out, Derek. Yep, that's exactly it. And then it's going to come right back up into 35. And it may look like it's going to break out to the top side, and then it will come back to 35. We should sit right here for 30 to 40 minutes. So Derek said, yeah, it's crazy how it broke down to 17 and then went back up to the 35 area. And that is that is the way it is. I'm going to go back to 52 on the trailing stop because the 50% mark of this candle here is 46. I would hate for it to come back up to 46, 47, take me out, and then resume the move. So for me, it's worth an additional $50 to see if I could stick around for what I do believe is going to be a move down to the daily structure target at 46.49. So if I got in at 77, which I did, and we come down to 46.49, that would be about a 130 tick move that we would be able to capture here. There's 25, 24. Back down to your 23. There's your 23. Bring this back to 47 again on the trailing stop. This 23 may hold. I'm going to add down at 09. I'm going to add one at 09. Make an add at a new low here. So again, you are on a new candle and you are at the top of the hour. So we did say 23. However, at this point, I am modifying my target to the downside. I am modifying that target to the downside to 46, somewhere between 56 and 50. 50 to 56 is the target to the downside. 47, though, right now, 30 ticks is the trailing stop. All right, here's bar number 3 in the zip code of 35. There it is, 35. This is bar number 3. You've got 3 to 5 more of these bars to deal with. 3 to 5 more of these types of bars that we're going to have to deal with. And I am going to bring it back to 52. We may come back up again, like I mentioned. I'm going to bring it back to 52 on the trailing stop. That'll be break even plus 25. So again, now you may get a bar that looks like it's going to break above and go long here and get all crazy and happy and go long, and it won't, by the way. It'll just be part of this 35 dance. So again, like I said, we could come up into 47 here. That is part of the expectation. There's 46 and 47. Now what you don't want to have happen is it just push up over 50. That's what we're trying to avoid here now. Break even plus 25 on the stop. You've got a new set of revision signals will be coming out. Now I'm expecting this to pull back into 35 again. Now I'm expecting this to pull back to 35. This is the dance that you do. And again, it may overshoot this 50 level and come up and take me out. And if it does, then that's just part of trying to ride the wave here to the target, the ultimate target to the downside that we're looking for here. Would like to see us be able to muscle through 40 though here. So we've taken the bounce off the center point today at 23 rather. We've taken that bounce off the center point at 23 a couple of times. Once that thing breaks, and I believe it will, 46.56 is the next target. Point of control now at 45. I like the fact that it's at 45. Hopefully that will provide resistance on a move up here. We got to get through 40, though. We keep slamming into 40 and not really getting the sellers to do their job, which their job at this point is to slam through 40. There we go. That's what we like. Back to 35. Now, if it just wants to rotate here for a while, I'd be okay with that. Okay, we're going to let this bar close here. We need to close below the 29 level. We still have not closed below the structure signal. Once that gets accomplished, once we close below 29, then that brings the target at 46.50 down below. That brings that target into focus. But it's not until we get below and close below 29, which we have a really good shot right here. There's 26, 25, 24. Yes, that's what you wanted right there. Oh, but of course, we had a new revision signal form up right there at 25, so that may hold it as well. Ha! That's the way it goes. 47 is now the trailing stop. Break even plus 30 to 47, and I'm not going to move it this time, I don't believe, because the center point of the next candle is 35. So 47 is the trailing stop. I'm going to look to add one down there at 09. We did close below 29, but we had a new revision signal fire off, which, again, is a first-time touch long right there at 24. And so it's going to provide support, but that also is our center point as well, so that will also provide that support. So you see on the ES down here, you got your daily structure target, your market maker level, and then it has since come down to that target and bounced 2019 for 10 handles, almost 11 handles. So again, here you go again. More of the same dance here at the 35 level, more of the same dance at your 35. Back and forth and rotational here around that level. And again, 6 to 8 candles is the expected rotation period for this at this level. There's your 23 again. 22, 21. All right, there's 19, 18. I'm going to look to add one down there at 09. I'm going to add one at 09 down there. Because again, now that you see we've closed below that 29, you see now that we are continuing to push down deeper here. Or at least attempting to move down. Back to 35 again, don't be surprised. It is what it is. So 47.77 plus 47.09 divided by 2. 47.43 will be the new revised entry And if we got down to that 46 level, that would be 100 ticks on 2, and that would be cool. $94 long at 15. We just motored through those. I'm going to go ahead and bring the trailing stop down to 39 here now because I think we're going to pop through, and I'm going to put this, yeah, so 39 is the trailing stop. There's 12, 11. Need a close still below 23 as well. This double bottom doesn't surprise me here that we don't double bottom it out here right now. This won't surprise me. All right, you got 2 minutes left on this candle. I'm full. What we would like now is a close below the revision and really below the center at 23. You're 60 ticks positive here on this trade right now. And what you're looking for is that move down to the, we may run into support at 46.93. We may run into support on your revision target at 93. I am fully expecting, though, a move down to 46.50-ish. So you've had 42 hit the bid down there at 11. I would like us to close below 23 and below 25. We haven't done that yet. But again, here comes the push back up into, make this 42 on the trailing stop. Break even plus 35. Because again, we may push back into that 35 level here. I'd like to see us close below 23 here ASAP. Adding 1 down there at 09 to the mix. There's 2019. We may find support at 94, just FYI here. 15 seconds again. Below 25 at a minimum, below 23 is better. But below 25 at a minimum here. All right, so we're 55 ticks here. I'm going to look to add 1 down at 09. We are going to close at or below. We did close good right on top of 23, but we closed below the revision. So if you're just joining us, we had a long this morning off of 23, 47.23. I got hit but no fill, and it went all the way up to our target up there at 78. Then we got short up there around 77, 78 after we tested one of our entry points, which we talked about at 90. And we took 10 off of that, and then 20. On 3 contracts, we took 1 off at 10 and 1 off at 20. Here's your 35 level as expected. Bring this back to 47. One more time here, back to break even plus 30 to 47. This is the dance you do around the ETH session open price. I told you, it looks like it's going to break one direction, and then it gets snapped back to 35. It looks like it's going to break the other direction, and then it gets snapped back. This is something you can set your watch by every day. If it gets after pit open to the ETH session price, it will come back and rotate around it for 30 to 40 minutes. We are on candle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. We're on candle number 5 now. By the way, that knowledge and information was paid for in blood. Literally, I would get short and then long and short and long until I figured out that it's not breaking out. It's just rotational with wide swings. So you could set your watch by that. $47 is the trailing stop. Break even plus 30 here. What was the top of this previous candle here? 47, that figures. The daily revision mid is up here at 55. It may come all the way up to 55. it may come all the way up to your mid up here at 55. And that, my friends, will stink. That will stink because I'll get taken out at 47. Point of control is up here at 40. Dang. 48 is the stop. I got to get just above this double top here. That will really hurt my feelings. If it came up to double top to 47. Right here at 47. 48 is the stop. It is what it is. There's 42, 43. Dang. Yeah, this may come up to 45 here. This may come up to the 45 area. Sorry. 55 where your revision mid is. It may come all the way up to that point. Yep, and there you go, right up to 55. That's what we said. Yeah, I'm going to short it out right here underneath your revision signal right here at this 30 area. And I'm going to look first target down there at 20. I think we're headed south. There's 22, 21. Next target is the low down there at 10. Actually, next target would be not the low. The next target is the revision target down there at 93. Next target is revision target down there at 93. First target, 10 ticks. We'll get safe. There's 22, 21. Next target is revision down below at 93. And then we'll be looking to push to 46 here potentially. Trailing stop is 42. Come on, 25, 24. We got down to 21 here. Come on, 25, 24. Get through 24, 23. Let's go. We'll see here if this hurts me. We got down one tick away from my first target before I moved it to break even. We could come back to 35, of course. I'm expecting it to push deeper here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is candle 7. Come back up here to that level. Trailing stop right now is 14 ticks, 15 ticks, 16 ticks to 46 right now. 46. That's a bummer. I thought we were going to get that 10 ticks off of that move down. We'll have to see now. We hit that revision signal again. The top of this bar is 48. All right, let's get through 33, 32 here. There's 28, 27. Come on, let's get through it. 24 down there. We had 2 on the bid down there at 24. There's 26, 25. There's 24. Come on, get through it. 25.24, let's roll. Get through 22.21. We got to get through the 23 center point here. You got a new candle in 57 seconds. So if it was the entry was a little fast for you the first time around, you've had a couple of opportunities to do it if you're interested. We got to get through 24. We've had 5 orders hit the bid at 22, 12 at 21 last time through it here on this candle. There's 22. Come on, push through 21.20. Let's go. Give me 10 ticks here. Sung to the tune of... I said that and I can't remember what I was... Oh, Leonard Skinnard. Give me 10 ticks. Give me 10 ticks, mister. There's 22 again. Get through 22.21. Push through it here. So that 55 mid that we couldn't get up through there should take us down to the revision target at 93. That's target number 2 here. We do need to get through 23.22. Of course, that area is your center point. You've got 5 minutes till the bottom of the hour, and that may be when it does it. There's 23. Come on, 22.21. Let's go. Get through 22.21. There's 22. Push through that 21. Nothing on the bid at 21 now. We'll get there. We got to close. Need that close below 23. We still have yet to close below 23. There's 5 on the bid at 21. Come on, get through 21, then 20. Push through it here. Come on. 9 on the bid at 21. 65 at 22. There's 21. Come on, hit 20. Come on, hit through 20. 22, yeah, there you go. And there you go. Down to the low at 10. All right, we're good shape, my friends. We're in good shape. Guess I should have had that above 55 up there, eh? So 1 off at 10 leaves us 2 now. And I'm going to bring this back now to break even plus 1 to 29. It's either going to go or it's not here. Next target at 93, and then we're looking down below that at the 46, 48 level. See if we can pop through the low here. 35 orders backfilling long at 14. This has been a decent day. Could have been a monster day had I caught that long. I got hit, but no fill. All right, break even plus 1 to 29. And we'll see. Actually, make that 30. It could come up and touch 29. Make it 30 on the trailing stop here. Going to make it 30 on the trailing stop here. We still have not closed below 23, which we need to do in the next minute and a half here in order to feel like this thing's going to continue down. Second target down there at 93. Second target at 93 down there. You need to close 21, 22 or lower, somewhere in that neighborhood and lower. Not going to happen, it doesn't look like. Dang. It's too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is candle number 8 in the rotation around 35. Stop is break even. I'm hoping that it doesn't need to come back up to 35 here. I'd like to close in 35 seconds. 20 or lower would be ideal. Then 93 is the target down below that. 93 is your next target down below that. That's your daily revision target here. There we go. Come on. Fight through 16, 15 here, and let's go. 93 is your next target. You've got a new candle in the bottom of the hour in 15 seconds. This is exactly the way you want to see it. There's 12, 11, 10. We came down to 11, not quite through. That's a triple bottom now down here at this area. There you go. There's 01, 02, 01. Next target here, 93. We just got to 0, 0, and there's all the way down through it, right? There's all the way down through it. 90 on the low here. And we'll see. So there's another 30 ticks here. Final target down below us here is 56. Final target down below is 56. Final target down below 56. Okay, you've got 255 orders long at 97. Trailing stop right now, 30 is 15. Trailing stop is 15 at the moment. You have 254 orders long down there at 97. Final target's 56. Okay, you came all the way down to your revision target down there. You need to close now below this low of 10. So that was your market maker level revision target. That's why we took the other one off at 93. We came all the way down to 90. Trailing stop at 16 here. Not 15, but 16 on the trailing stop. 17 on the trailing stop. 13 ticks here. 259 orders long at 0, 0 right now. All right, stop is up there at 17. I'll be right back. Got to do one last thing and be right back. All right, 17 is the trailing stop. Actually, you know what? The trailing stop is not there. Trailing stop is up over 23 here. Trailing stop is break even plus 2 right now to 28. And here's why. We may come back up to check 23 before we continue that push to the downside here. So that's what I'm looking for. All right, so to recap the day here, we're up 100 and I'm up a little over 100 ticks. I missed that first trade this morning on the 23 long that took you up to your target. I got hit but no filled. A couple of you did get filled. We got short. We talked about the trailing stop. We made 55 ticks total on that last trade. And now we are coming up into this 23 level here. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. My trailing stop here is 28. The center point is 23. I fully expect us to come back into 23, and we just did. And then I'm expecting the push all the way down to the final target, which is 46.49. That is where my final target is going to be on the day. It's 46.49 is where my final target's going to be. $46.49 is where my final target's going to be. All right, final target down there at 46.49 is the final target down below. And that's why we moved that trailing stop back. 46.50 is the target down below. That's why we moved that trailing stop back. All right, Ken, you have a great day too, buddy. That's because we said we would come back up potentially and touch that center point, and that's exactly what we did. Now, we had 257 orders long at 0-0 a few minutes ago. And let's clear the book out and get a fresh look at it here. There's 0-0 again. The orders that were at 0-0 are now gone, bringing that trailing stop back to 17 again. We're looking to target 46.50, 46.56 in that neighborhood. You know what? Trailing stop back to 28. Because we may come back one or two more times. I don't think so. I really don't think we're going to come back to 23, but we might. So I'm going to get above it until we prove that we can sustain ourselves below the 0-0 level. And I don't have any gaps in the price action. I don't see any gaps. Anybody else have any gaps on their charts? Chris says he has some gaps. I don't have any gaps here. We got down to 0-0 where we had 42 orders, hit the bid down at 0-0, and we filled no orders on the bid at 99. So, Lawrence, I'm assuming you're still riding along. Derek, I would imagine you are. Pavel, probably as well. Anybody else riding along here? Good, Wes. Awesome, dude. And by the way, it's good to have you in here. Wes is also a recent join. It's good to have you, Wes. Been a good day so far. We're expecting it to get better. Chris, awesome. Also a relatively new guest. It's good to have you, Chris. So, again, I'm at 28 on the trailing stop. We'll see here, right? We may pull back into 23. We've got 22 minutes until the inventory report. And so that is going to be the only thing that really gives me a little bit of heartburn here, is that as we approach that report, I don't know that I want to be in that's probably when it's going to take us down to our number down there, likely. We're probably not going to finish this move in the way that I would like to until we get down to it. What I would like to do is get below 0-0 and then bring the trailing stop down to maybe plus 15 or 20 is what I'd really like to see happen. Uh, we can be, Al. I was hoping to get that information from you so I'd have a chance to prepare. Is what I was kind of hoping for. Just to get a chance to prepare a little bit. But if you want, that's awesome, Derek. Yeah, that's fine. We can work on it tomorrow for sure. Yeah, because I call that stuff out, and I have two platforms that I'm looking at. I'm doing one on Ninja and one on the T4. It happens. Right? Cool. Thanks, Al. It happens. That's good. I'm glad you got filled. I'd much rather you get filled and write it up for however many ticks you wrote it up for. I'd much rather that happen for you. That actually is cool. But I got hit, but no fill down there at 23. It went up to 90, and then we got short, right? And we've been short 2 trades here today. There's 876.5. Still looking to get through the 0-0 level. And we hit this mid, or we'd still be in, right? If I'd have had that up, we'd still been in from the first round. This is trade number 3, I think, actually. Or we'd have still been in from that original. Short. Okay. Clear the book out here. You've got 19 minutes till the top of the hour. Need to get down through this. Again, new revision signal now at 0-0. There's a shocker. That's going to provide support probably through to the announcement here. 28 is the trailing stop right now. Need to get down through here. We may come back into the 23. The new revision mid is up here at 42. That's your new revision mid. We may come back and check your 23 level here. There's 9-8. I'd like to get down through 0-0 again. Again, target, new target down here now is at 46 on the revision signal. 46.58 is the new target down there. So somewhere between 50 to 58, 50, maybe 56 is all it's going to give us. Might only give us to 56. We'll see. There's 10-9. Let's get through 9-8 here. There's 25, 26. Looks like it's going to get me at 28, and it did. All right, out at the 28 level plus 2, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to look to short right here, 48, 49. Stop is 61. Short right here, stop 61. First target is 10 ticks. First target is 10 ticks. Stop is 61. 13 ticks to 61. And I'm going to look for 85 as the final target. Come on, get through 41.40 here. Come on, get through 41, then 40. Fight through, yeah. Not excited by that. Not excited to get down to 40 and then not have it take it. Going to bring this target down to 45.90 down here. Second target to 45.90. 89.90. Stop is 61. Come on, get down through 48, 47. There's 46, 45. 41, 40, 39. There's 38. First target achieved. Next target down below us at 89. Next target down below us at 89. Stop is now break even. Stop is now break even. Okay, stop is break even. I'm going to look to take this off at 45.89 down there. 45.89. We need to get through the 32 level. That's a big level. We need to get down through 32. Stop is break even here. And they just took me out of break even. Okay, it is what it is. It's all right. We got 10 ticks off of it. All right, selling 55 here. Going to sell 55. Got to 54 up there. European session close in 9 minutes here. 55 with a stop at 61. If he puts me in at 55 up here, stop will be 61. 51, 52 to 53. $54, 53 right in this area. I'm going to go 53 here. There's 53 hit, but no fill. In at 53. Trailing stop here is 61. We're going to look to get to 43 now. 43. Trailing stop 61. Actually, 63 is the trailing stop here. Come on, let's go get those 10 ticks. 48, 47, 46, 45. Come on, get through 45, 44, and then the next target is down below down there at that 90 level. As I think that's where we're going to end up. There's 48, 47, 46. Come on, 45, 44, get through that 44. 2.5 minutes till the close. Or sorry, till the next candle. There's 44, 43. Hit but no fill on my target at 43. Really? Got 6 down there at 43. Hit but no fill on my target. That stinks. Well, I think we're going to come down to it again, but we'll see. Need to close below 55. Below 48 would be ideal. There's 48, 47. Come on. 49, 48, 47. Let's go. We had 6 on the bid at 43. Come on, give me 10 ticks. 46, 45. Only 5 on the bid right now at 44. We've got to get through 45, 44. New candle in a minute here. I'd like to see this candle at the close here give us the energy down to it. We'll see. I'd like to close below 56 at a minimum. I'd like to get down below 59, 58 here. Stop is 63 right now. Trailing stop 63. We need to stay below 55, 56. We got down to within a tick of my target. That's a bummer. 66 on the bid at 53. Come on, 51.50 for all you Van Halen fans. Get through 51, then 50. And then we'll be peeling into the close here. We'll be coming into the close here in 5 minutes. So we closed below 56. I don't like closing up around the high tick here, though. We need this candle to retrace back through 50. We need to get through 50 now. There's 50. We had nothing at 49. We had 41 on the bid at 50. There's another 46 backfilling longs at 50 at the moment. We get through 49 to 48. We should get a move down to our level there. There's 50, 49. Let's go get those 10 ticks. So we're kind of tied up in the daily structure target area here at 48. We need to get through the 48 level. And stay below 56. There's 50 again. All right, 65 on the bid at 50. We've got to fight through to 49, then 48. We could get through 48 to 47. I think we'll get a shot down to our level down there. You got 3 minutes and 50 seconds till the close. There's 61.62 and out at 63. And here's 56 again. That took me out to the tick. To the tick. Mother humper. Short right here again. Short right here. 54. In at 54. Target now 44 down there. Took me out to the tick. There's 47, 46. We're going to bring this down to 90 here. To the tick. There's 46, 45. Muscle your way through 45, 44. 67. Stop here is 69 right now. Stop is 69. And we got down, there's 48. Come on, 48, 47. We got down to 46. Fight through these levels here, down through it. Two minutes and 20 seconds here on this candle. 2 minutes and 20 seconds till the close here. This is that 56 level. Mm-hmm. 72 is the stop. We need to close back through 58, 57. There's 56. We need to make our way back through 56. There we go. 53, 52. Come on, 51, 50. Get through the 51, then 50 level. There's 52. 50, 49. Come on. Minute and a half on this candle here. Minute and a half. 52, 51. Come on. Go get 10 ticks down through 51, then 50. There's 50. Come on, 49, 48. Muscle through it. 46 again, 45. Nothing on the bid at 44 yet. Oh, you're kidding me. Do not give me 9 ticks again and then go the other direction. 50 seconds left on this candle here. Come on, fight your way through 48, 47, 46, 46, 45. Fight through this here. Golly. Come on. 49, 48. There's 48, 47. You've got 25 seconds. We need to close below 50. We haven't closed below 49.50 here. Come on, 50, 49, 48. Man, I've got this idea that if we can make it down through 40, we should go. 3, 2, 1. New candle coming out now. 50, 49. New candle. Let's get through it. Stop here is 60. We hit up there to 63 earlier. Stop is 64. 48, 47. Man, I don't see any longs coming in behind it here, holding it up. We should get through it. There's 45. All right, mercifully, we got that first 10 ticks to 44. Second stop here at 58. It's either going to go or it's not. It got down to 43. It's either going to go for us or it isn't. We may come back up to 56. My stop is 58. We got to make it through 40 down here. There's 44, 43. Can't quite get through that 43, 42. You've got yourself the center point of this big candle bar up was at 44. 54 break even on the stop. 58 on the stop. Wow, that's what's the high of this candle here? This high candle was 63. So I've got 2 contracts. If I go 9 ticks, that would be $180. And I've picked up 100. All right, hopefully we don't need to do it. There it is. There it is. Trailing stop now to 54. All right, that's what I was looking. I got snagged to the tick up there on that move. I got snagged to the tick. The target is 90 down below us. That would be 60 more ticks. The target is 90 down below us here. Your target is 45.90 down below us here. And I'll leave one on down there in the event that we get down there. But I do think that would be an area to get long. But I'm going to be in such good shape here today that I am not taking any longs off of that level. I'm just going to put my coins in the bank here one way or the other. Break even plus 1 to 53. Break even plus 3 to 51. Takes me out. It is what it is. Make that 52. Break even plus 2 to 52. $153 long down there at 35. There are a number of limit orders resting long at 35. So we got to make our way through the 35 level. There's 142 limit orders long at 35. If we can get down through that level, and the low down there is 28, if we can make it down through that level, I'm expecting us to continue that push down to the, I do think we're going to make it to 45.89. $160 limit orders long at 35. 45.89 is your target. I believe we're going to get there. I don't know if we may come back up and check this enough to take me out first. 140 limit orders long at 35. We'll see if those are real or if those are spoofing orders. We'll know once we hit it. We'll know once we hit that level if it is or not. We hit 36, and there's enough, at least visually, for the market to respect it at the moment. Right? Somebody is seeing that and saying, well, we'll see. $142 long down there at the 35 level. And we'll see. We'll see if we can make it through here. 118 on the offer at 42. So you had 103 on the offer up there at 42. This may come back and get us. I'm going to go break even +1 to 53 on the trailing stop. If we can make our way back down to that 36, there are a number of buyers, by the way, at 42 trying to keep it propped up here. So getting through that level is going to be important. There's the touch of the structure target there at 48. $150 now, limit orders long at 35, 78, 82 at 40. So market's trying to hold it up right here. Market's trying to hold it up. We've got some significant limit orders at 40 and then another significant number of longs at 35. So it is what it is here, right? If it takes me out at 53, then it takes me out. There's 52, 51 again. And the previous bar high was 51, which is why my stop here is 53. I do think it's going to get me. It would be a minor miracle if it does not, but I'm in for minor miracles. And nope, there it tagged me. Right to the tick again. Right to the tick again. Unbelievable. And now it's trying to go. Unreal. Man, I have been to the ticked more times than I'd care to talk about today. But that's not unique to today, now is it? I do that quite a bit. All right. Just wasn't quite ready to go yet. The limit orders that were at 40 are now gone. Golly. To the tick, dude. Really? 142 long at 35. Yeah. All right, I'm shorting it out right here at 33. Shorten it out here at 33. 23 and then 90 is your target down below. And the reason I shorted it right there is because we made it through all those orders at 35. We just got down to 29.28. 10 ticks on the first target so I could bring the stop to break even. And there's 27.26. And I got hosed. A little bit hosed there. Been down to 25. All right, trailing stop right now. Let me think about this for a second. 48. 15 ticks to 48. To the tick up there. Good gravy. That'd been a nice. Okay, we got down to 25. I'm going to get 10 ticks off on one here at 23. New candle in 17 seconds. Closing down around the low tick here would be ideal. There's 25 again. Still looking for that 90 level down below us. I think we're going to get there. Okay, new candle out now. There's 23. We just hit the first target. Okay, there it is. 1918. Bringing the trailing stop to break even plus 1. I'm going to look to target down there to 90. We got down to 17. Break even on the trailing stop. If nothing else, we're nickel and diming that one losing trade back. Okay. Well, I am getting a little bit of that losing trade back. Yeah, I think that's going to get me to the tick again. Maybe not. Nah, it got up a little bit. Man, I'm telling you, we're going to 90. I just can't get it to go in a straight line once I get in. But that is where we're headed. That is where we're headed. The center point of that previous candle was right there at 39. All right, I'm going to short off the center point in this candle right here at this line at 39.38, and I am in. And again, we'll do 28 as the target. And the stop is going to be 56 for now. And again, we're going to look for the 90 down below us as your final target. And if we get to 10 ticks, we'll do what we got to do with it. And a 1 bar retracement here. You've got 2 minutes left on this candle. I would expect us to come back and check 26. I would expect us to come back and check around 26. There's 34, 33, 31. Come on. Get through. 30, 29. There's 31 again. We had 8 on the bid down there at 31. 17 minutes till the top of the hour here. I believe we're going to 45.90 here. Just how are we going to get there? We're going to get there in a straight enough line to let me do it is the question. Filled 8 on the bid down there at 31. $38 to $58 right now is the stop, just for now. Just till we can break through that first target, and then we'll tighten it up. And then the final target is 90 down there. That would be 50 ticks. So 31 is going to be important. 34 we keep sitting on top of and stalling. I'll be right back. There's 33 again. We got to get through 32, 31. There's 32, now 31. There's 28. Good. Come on. There it is. All right, there's your 10 ticks. All right, so I'm going to leave the trailing stop up behind it just a little bit here. I'm going to leave the trailing stop in place for now, and hopefully this won't. So the way that the luck would run, of course, is it will go all the way back up to that top level up there, right? And won't just go to the tick at 38. If I brought it down to break even right now at 38. We'll see. We got down to 27 here. So the low end of this candle down below before was 18. I'd like to see us make our way through that. All right, trailing stop at break even. And here it comes. Actually, trailing stop is 45. 7 ticks to 45. I'm going to get above the previous candle high and that center point there at 39. And 45 shouldn't be 45. It'll be 52. 52. I'm fairly convinced it's going to 45.90. I just can't tell you how direct a route it's going to take. I feel fairly convinced that that's where it's headed. And you know how it is when I get a feeling in my head. Right? I'm generally pretty close to it, but we'll see. You've got a new set of revisions coming out, and that may change the tune here just a little bit in about 2 minutes. That may change. We'll get a revision signal right around in this area here, so that may change my tune just a bit. $53 on the bid at 33. You've got some backfilling longs at 33. I'm kind of wanting to sit through this candle here. Kind of want to sit through this candle here and see if we can make our way down through it. That was 38.39. That would have taken me out to the tick. We'll see here if this holds. That would have taken me out to the tick. And we'll see if that actually, if me keeping it off of break even or break even plus one actually gets me to a place where we could finish the move, or if it it's my terminology. Essentially, think of it as an iceberg. You could see this blue column here, Chris. So you see the standard level 2 display here, and then you see orders coming in behind it. These are market orders that are either limit orders being pulled off or market orders coming in behind. It could be limit orders as well, but it's orders that are coming in and being filled or being pulled away. So if they're being pulled away, that means the buyers are stepping away and the sellers should have a better opportunity. If they are filling in behind it, like here you have 5 behind these 4, these 7, you see them. So you have 13 that got filled here, but there were only 11 on the level 2 display. Basically, those are, think of it in terms of iceberg orders. Those are orders coming in to fill in behind it that you wouldn't normally be able to see on your standard level 2 display. I didn't explain that very well, I don't think, but that's what it is. It's additional orders coming in behind it. So there's your revision signal now at 26. And I'm going to bring this trailing stop now to break even because, you ask, why? Because we've got a revision signal now down here at 26. That's a first time touch long. Yes, that's exactly it, Chris. They're just numbers coming in that are unseen to provide support or resistance or lack thereof, or be reducing the support and resistance behind it. So there's your daily revision signal at 26. I am looking for us to reach out to 90 here is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for us to reach out to the 90 level here. Looking for us to reach out to that 90 level. There's 28, 27. We've been down as deep as 24. We need to close below 26 now. The low 2 candles ago was down there at 18. That was the low 2 candles ago. And there's 24. We need to fight through that 24. We close below 26. We'll be in good shape. And we get down through this level here at 18. My final target is down there. There's 17, 16. Get through it. Targeting down there to 90. Targeting down there to the 90 level. Okay, let's get through the low at 08. And so I actually made the right call there for a change, right? I didn't have the stop at break even, and it came back up to 39 up there and then went. 90 is the target. 90 is your target. Is your target. Let's go ahead and bring the trailing stop on these two down to 28 now. I'm not going to give back too much here if we can't fight through the low down there. And really, if it got down through, you could revision target it all the way down to 51, but I'm going to be happy going 38 to 90, 48 ticks on 2. $90 is your target. And then what I said to you earlier is that is a place that you could look to get long earlier. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take my nickels here. If it gives it to me down there, which I believe it will, I'm just going to take my nickels and go home. All right, there's 10.9. We haven't hit the low at 8 yet. There's 260 down there at 0.0. We got to fight through the low here. There's 07.06. That's the new low down there to 06. Bringing this trailing stop now down to 23. 23 here on the trailing stop. We got down to 06. I think we're going to make it to 89.90. I believe that's where we're headed. And this is why. Throw this up here for you. That's this level down here. That's your break point down below. Now, we are at the 1.27% range extension. That may hold as well. So that's why I've tightened the stop up to 23. There's 10.9H. You've got 255 down there at 0.0. 73 on the bid. You're at the top of the hour. This should get us through right here. There's 05, 04, 03. You've got 0.0 down there. Let's go ahead and bring this down to 18 on the trailing stop. Break even plus. Now we're going to leave it at 23. I do think we'll get down there. 02 is the low now. 45.90 is where I think we're headed here. 23 is the trailing stop, though. You know what? 28 is the trailing stop. I'm going to break even plus 10. We're going to get down there. We just bounced a little bit here, and it's pretty aggressive. So I do want to make sure that I don't get taken out. You've got a revision signal here again of the underside here at 26. It may come back to that. It came back up to the halfway point there at 21 of that previous bar. '28's the trailing stop. If it gets me, it gets me. We got down to 03, and I was taking the shot for 90. You got 4 minutes left here. We'll be way up on the day regardless of what happens here. So, and again, also regardless of what happens, this is my last trade of today, I believe. Andrea, I will stick around, though, and I'll explain these market maker levels and how. I won't go through the specifics on exactly how they're calculated. We offer a program that will do that for you, but I will go through and we can talk about what they are and how they work. Okay, and that's out. All right, so you can see through the course of that activity today during that last flurry of trades there, that last little bunch that we did right at the end of the day, I was very determined that and sure that we were going to get all the way down to that 45.90. In fact, every time you saw me get into a trade, I say this one's off at 10 ticks, trailing stop at break even, target all the way down at 90. I did that 3 or 4 times. And the market just wasn't quite ready to get there. Again, we didn't actually hit that level. That flurry of trade went on around 11 a.m. We actually rebounded up here, and we didn't actually come in and hit that until right at the end of the day at around the 1:15 time frame. What is interesting to note here, one more thing that we didn't point out earlier, is if you measure that swing to swing, we did get up into that 70.5. Actually, it was this one here, this swing here. So if you measure, and again, I'm judging candles based on swing points based on 2 lower highs and 2 lower highs on either side. So right here would be a swing point that gave you there at 09. We did come up to the 29 level, and then it failed out of there. But the point is that as you saw in this flurry of activity right here, I was very determined that we were going to get down to this 90 level. And in fact, we did. It just happened a couple of hours later, and that is what happens sometimes. We generally have a pretty decent idea of where the market is headed, but again, I can't predict the timing of that. So in the end, it ended up being, like I said, a very nice day here at the Oil Trading Group. And so we'll look to come into the final day of the week tomorrow. I'm expecting a bit more normal activity, as normal as the oil market can be. I'm expecting a bit more normal activity as all of the major announcements for the week have concluded. So again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching the trading videos here at the Oil Trading Group. And until tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.